that he'll give you a butt that's too big for your body or stuff your butt filled with fat.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, today I'll be doing a video about my surgeon, the surgery center that I went to, how I ended up choosing that surgeon, and just everything about them. Alright, so let's start. And as usual, if you hear a sound in the background, that's my kid. Alright, so I was supposed to do surgery in June of this year, which is 2020, right? So I was booked and paid with 305 Miami with Dr. Williams, right? So I think my surgery date was the 22nd of June or July, I'm not sure. And about 2 to 3 weeks before my surgery, my coordinator reached out to me saying that because of laws in Florida, they're not allowed to do more than 3 surgeries per day, and if I wanted to be in the top 3 of the surgery that I paid for, I needed to pay an additional fee. So I'm like, okay, fine, an additional fee, okay, you know, additional $500, additional $1,000, whatever. It was an additional $4,000. I don't know in which world $4,000 is additional, but yeah, so they wanted me to pay $4,000 in $4,000 extra on the fee for my surgery to be picked to secure that date, right? So I was like, or what? So she's like, okay, or we can reschedule you for September. So I'm like, okay, go ahead and reschedule me for September. For September, I still wasn't secure at it. I sent them an email asking, well, is it sure that my date would be September the 18th? They're like, no, because I don't know what the law would be. So I still would have to pay the $4,000 to be sure of my date.
What is it? This is bullshit.
Needless to say, I got frustrated and I canceled my surgery. So I did not look into anyone else but Dr. Williams from 305 Miami, because I love his work, and I really wanted to I really wanted to go to 305 Miami to Dr. Williams, right? So when I canceled my surgery on the 18th, I had no idea where I would go, right? So I started to look into doing surgery in my country, which is in Jamaica. That wasn't going to work out for me. So I went back to looking into Miami, into doctors and so on. I found this girl on YouTube, I think her name is Patricia, and I fell in love with her body, and that was how I heard about Dr. Scott Meridian, or Dr. Snack. So I love Patrica's body. I started to look into Dr. Meridian's work. So most of their work is on his Instagram page, or the Avana Plastic Surgery's Instagram page. There's not much about them on YouTube, and weren't as popular, so they didn't have as much reviews. So I took the chance and I did a consultation with Avana Plastic Surgery. The person that I spoke with at first, she was so nice, so engaging. Like, they reach out to you a lot when you book, and once you pay your deposit, your date is locked in. You are the one who have to change your date. So I changed my date about 3-4 times, and there's a portal. Everything was just so easy to use. There was a portal. You go on the portal, all your information is on the portal. When I was booking in 305 plastic surgery, I had to be hunting down my coordinator, like, hey, I don't get anything to take to, I don't medical clearance form. What am I supposed to take to the doctors? I had to be hunting them down. Everything was on the Havana Plastic Surgery portal. The portal is just like a list of things, and everything was on it to your disposal, like places where you could stay, places nearby, your medical clearance form, how to get your medical history like correct, taking your iron tablet, your hemoglobin level. Like, there was so much things on the website. Also on the portal, you see the cost of the surgery that you're going to do. There was a countdown slot. Everything was just so efficient, and the user interface was really nice. My coordinator, She was very interactive until they changed my coordinator. I don't remember who it was, but she wasn't as friendly as the first person, but she still wasn't rude. She was just less friendly, right? So my experience was really good. They emailed me quite a few times like, hi Tara, your surgery date is coming up and we haven't received XYZ. What's happening? Do you need more time? Yada yada yada. Once you send over your paperwork, they take it to the doctor. It's what would seem like immediately, because then you get back an email saying if you're cleared or you're not cleared for surgery, right? So I had my surgery on October the 11th. So I went to Miami October the 8th, I think. I went to Miami October the 8th, and I went to pre-op, post-op. So I went to post-op. So everyone was really nice. I went to post-op. This was my first time seeing the facility. I'll insert videos of what I caught, but everything was really clean. I saw I saw a review online saying that the place was dingy. I don't know if it was before, but it's not. Like, it's really big, it's really clean. And this is post-op, right? Just light and airy. The girl at the front desk, she was really nice. A nurse comes in and they give you this big file to fill out, like, just, I guess, medical disclaimers or whatever. You fill that out. What I did not like was that I thought I was going to get to meet Dr. Meridian at post-op, but I did not meet him on post-op day, which was, I think, it was a little bit weird for me because I really wanted to talk to him post-op. But all you did at post-op is you did your blood work, you take some more pictures, and everything was nice too. It wasn't like as I was expecting, because persons were saying, oh, they're so rude, this, that. I don't know if it's because I'm Jamaican and I'm used to people just being blunt, and I wouldn't even describe them as blunt. Like, the customer service was good in my opinion, right? So that was what happened at post-op. I did not get my prescription. I did not like that, because I don't play with like me, not play with pain. So I would want to get my prescription first and fill it on that day. So the morning of my surgery, I'd be fine. But I didn't get my prescription. So when I went home, about 5 o'clock now, they called me and tell me what time was my surgery. My surgery time, I was supposed to come in 4:15 in the morning. So I did that. And that was when I met with Dr. Moradian. He's really, really nice. He's a patient man. Like, he gives you time to ask the questions. So I was freaking out that I didn't get to see him post-op, but the morning before surgery, it was enough time for me to ask him what I wanted to ask him. He was really comforting, and I told him that I was scared. He got up and he rubbed my shoulders. He's like, I got you, I'm gonna take care of you. He was really comforting, and I think you want something like that before you go under anesthesia. Go to do like a major surgery that has all these negative like connotations behind it. So I think he's a really nice doctor. He makes you feel very, very comfortable, and he tells you what he's going to do. He tells you why he's going to do it. So I told him that, I wanted to fill my hip dips. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do all of that. You're gonna look really nice, like, and just give you like reassurance. And so I spoke to him for a good little minute, maybe like 20 minutes before surgery, and I didn't have one bad experience with anybody there. I remember when I was going in 4:15 in the morning for my surgery, there's this girl standing at the front door, and she's like, yeah, the girl at the front desk was so rude. But when I went to the front desk, she was like, hi, good morning. And I'm like, hi. So I don't know, like, everybody have their own experience, but for me, my experience was good. Like, my experience was good. I don't have much to say that my experience was good. The facility seems clean. When I got pushed into the OR, my anesthesiologist was talking to me, asking me about, my history with anesthesia, and all of that, and the OR seemed clean to me. Then I went under. When I woke up, I remember I woke up and I was calling for my friend. I was like, Nella, and then the nurse that was there, she was like, it's okay, mommy. She went to get your medication. That's really comforting, really nice. And I was just a little bit like out of it. So I was like, she's like, it's okay, it's okay. She went to get your medication. Then they asked me to help them to help me up, which I saw another person complaining about that. Like, yeah, they were asking me to help them. And to me, I think like you need to practice to use your limbs, use your arms and so on when you're waking up. So you helping the nurse to get up, it's actually helping you so you can move around. So I helped her, I got up and I sat in a wheelchair and they wheeled me out to my friend and they told her what I needed to do. I needed to walk around, yada yada yada. I went into the car and I went home. So the reason why I say I had a really good experience with Avana plastic surgery is because I had a few hiccups that if they wanted to be rude or if the customer service was rude as persons were saying, if they wanted to be, if you see me looking over there, I'm trying to check if I'm still like in focus. I'm looking at the viewfinder, right? So if they wanted to be rude, they could have, because one, so on the morning of my surgery, I thought I would be in surgery at 6. So when I went in 5:15, I did my urine and my drug test, and then they took my clothes and my phone and everything, and I didn't go into surgery until maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours later. I didn't like that. So I was just sitting there without my phone, without anything, just in the garment, and I was just overthinking. So my friend, she was also outside overthinking, because so remember, I'm inside now maybe 2 hours in. She's timing my surgery, like this is a 3.5 hour surgery. So when I actually went into the surgery, when she timed the surgery, it was like 4.5 hours. So she started to freak out. So she came into the office, which persons are not really allowed into the office, but she came into the office. So she said that she went into the office and she's like, what's going on? I haven't heard anything. It's been 4.5 hours, da 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 da. And I mean, they could be like, expect based on the review is, oh, you shouldn't be in here, blah blah blah. So she said they were just like, no, she's fine, da 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 da. She started a little bit late, da 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 da, and she went back outside, right? The next experience that I have, like if you haven't watched my next video, I'll link it here, but I was telling you that, guys, that I got drains, and the drains were horrific. They were horrible. It was so painful. It was the most painful part of my recovery. Like the lipo, the fat transfer, it was the drain that was a nuisance. It was so hurtful. So with my drains, hurt. So they're not supposed to take the drains out until 5 days or something like that, right? So I called them like 4 a.m. in the morning, right? So there's this line where, and that's what I have to say, like once you call, even before I went to Miami, once you call, you get through to someone, and if you don't get through to someone will give you a call back during that day. Like I never received a call back later than 2 hours. But anyways, while I was in Miami, I called them like 4 a.m. in the morning. I was like, listen, I know that my next checkup, because I went to my post-op checkup already. Oh, and also at my post-op, he came, he was checking on me. I wished he would like talk a little bit more, like, you know, give me more time to ask him questions at post-op, because now I have the surgery, I've had the body and everything. This is the morning after. I maybe have more questions, but he was really quick. He was just like really quick. So yeah, but I guess he had other patients, but he was really quick. But whatever. So yeah, so I did my post-op. So now I'm in Miami, and so I called him and I'm like, listen, I know my appointment isn't until Monday, but I can't bear this anymore. I need to come in and see someone. So I called with an attitude, because I'm just expecting them to be rude, because I'm calling like, listen, take this drain out now. It doesn't matter if it's 4 a.m. take the drain out now. So I'm expecting a vibe. She was like, okay, ma'am, you can come into the clinic at 8:15. It's open. Someone will be there. Okay. I was like, you know, when you're giving someone attitude, like you're being rude to someone and you're expecting something else and they're just nice and you're like, ah. Right. So that was it. So I went in and I saw my the nurse, Dr. MORADIAN's nurse, and I told her, and she's like, okay, you took the drain out, which it wasn't painful, and I was relieved. So that was it. I got one massage from Avana Plastic Surgery, and it was a good massage. To me, it was really aggressive. At the time, I didn't know that it was aggressive. I was just like, it hurts so bad I couldn't continue the massage, but it was a good massage. it was after that when I started to do my massage with the other company, I realized that wow, the lady at Avana was really rough. She was really aggressive. But yes, I did my massage there. And in terms of my body and my results, I really love my results. Like, Dr. Meridian did wonders on my body. It was everything that I wanted. Like, in my other videos, you guys can see my body, but I'll definitely stand at the end of this video so you can see what I'm looking like. But I love my results. So yeah, so far I'm happy that I went to Miami. I stayed at a hotel near to my surgery center just because girl, you do not want to be in a car, in a cab, driving for 15-20 minutes while you're in pain coming from surgery. Like, the pain is no joke. You don't want to be riding around for more than 4 or 5 minutes. So that's where I stayed. I stayed to at an hotel near to Avana Plastic Surgery. And that's the thing, it's in an area where there are a lot of hotels and there are lots of places that you can get food and so on. So that's really good. Also, my friend told me that the nurse that gave her my prescription, because I saw persons on YouTube saying that, oh, they couldn't get any prescription and they have to run around and it's hard to get prescription. She said once he gave her the prescription, he's like, go to this location, go to this pharmacy to get it. So that's it. All in all, I had a really good experience at Havana Plastic Surgery. A few hiccups where I wanted to see him at post-op, but I saw him minutes before surgery. They took my phone too early and I was just sitting around waiting for my surgery, which was triggering my anxiety. So far, they called me once when I was about 3 or 4 weeks to check on me. So yeah, they called and they did a follow-up. Since I left Miami, I spent 9 days in Miami, and yeah, that's it. And as I said, it's really interactive. Once you do a consultation, they'll give you a code for your surgery, and once you pay a deposit, it will be on your portal and you can go ahead and pay as much time as you want, as much times as you want. So there's no minimum or maximum deposit. You can just pay as you go along. The only thing that you need to do is ensure that you pay for your surgery in full 3 weeks before your surgery date. So all in all, I would definitely recommend Avana Plastic Surgery. The facility seems clean. I can only speak to my doctor, which is Dr. Scott Meridian. He was really nice, really comforting, and he snatched my body. He gave me exactly what I want. So as promised, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking like right now. So I am wearing my ab board. So that's what you're seeing right here. But my body is snatched, like, so I wear extra small in my clothes, and as you can see, it's still a little bit big, right? So he really did a good job with me. This is from the side, and this is from the back, right? So I really appreciate my doctor. I really love what he did, and I'm so happy that I ended up going to Havana Plastic Surgery. I really wanted to go to Dr. William because of the hips, and I got the hips. I have the hips, so I have no regrets. I really love my results. So if you are looking into going to Havana Plastic Surgery, going to Dr. Snack or Dr. Meridian, then I would say go for it. And if you don't know about him, you can just go on his page, go on their Instagram page, and do some research. But yeah, and also I must say that Dr. Meridian, he puts safety first. So he puts your safety first, and he won't have you out here looking stupid. So based on your body type, and that he'll give you a butt that's too big for your body, or stuff your butt filled with fat if that's not something that suits, or give you hips that are not for your frame, or so I think he's really a good choice. And as you can see, I'm very pleased with my surgery. So that's it. That was my experience with Dr. Meridian and Havana Plastic Surgery, and you guys hear the backstory of how I ended up going there. So thanks again for watching. See you. Bye.